Welcome to Ahmadinejad's Wall of Shame rally. My name is Afshin-Jam. I'm a human rights activist and the president and co-founder of Stop Child Executions organization. I want to mention that I'm an independent activist. I'm not part of any political group or organization, and today's focus is supposed to be about human rights. And what's especially encouraging for me is seeing political people from one side of the spectrum to the other, united together under the flag of human rights. And I'm so happy that we'll be able to showcase this in the media, hopefully via satellite channels inside Iran, so that Iranians inside the country will also gain hope and know that we are trying to speak their voices on the outside of the country, and to let the world know that right now Ahmadinejad, that's speaking inside the UN there, is not representing the voices of Iran. Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei does not represent the voices of Iran. Please take a moment to realize that each one of those names that you see represent one child who's right now sitting in prison waiting for their execution. And 6 children have already been executed this year. There's one girl, Sohra Najafpur, who's been in prison ever since she was 13 years old, or 12 years old. She's remained in prison for 18 years. She's 30 years old, and she doesn't know whether she's going to be executed. Atefe Rajabi, Sahel Rajabi was executed when she was only 16 years old. Makvan Muludzadeh was also executed because of homosexuality. The point is that there's no rhyme or reason in the judicial system. The judges are allowed to judge based on something called el-Meqazi, which directly translates to divine knowledge of the judge. A lot of these children are very poor. They don't have proper representation. They can't afford proper legal counsel. So our organization, Stop Child Executions, tries to link up some of these kids with lawyers. The mother of Mohammad Musavi, who I spoke to on the phone for about an hour, sobbing, and telling me about her son who was sentenced to death. The Iranian officials told her, "Don't mention anything, keep it quiet. We'll help your son get out." So she remained silent. And next thing you know, they execute her son. And she does not find out until 2 weeks after they execute him that her son is now dead. How are we to trust leaders and officials and a regime that lies to its own people? Is that by advocating these human rights abuses, by no means are we advocating for military intervention. This will only play into the hands of the mullahs. The only long-term solution to peace and security in the Middle East region and the world's security is by empowering the civil society within Iran. It's by empowering the women, the students, the labor unions, and everything that makes up our great country. I'm hopeful that we're going to meet here in the next few years and have a wall of fame in a way that when Iran is a democratic, free country, secular, based on the fundamental human rights and freedoms, based on the rule of law, we will be able to have a leader that actually represents the voice of the people. So thank you so much. See you soon, and don't forget to go to stopchildexecutions.com.